that just in case I may go to a park or something, then you know. That's cool.
Book have a spirit on it, bro.
Yeah.
You know where certain things at.
Yeah.
And then like you get another one, you gotta get if it's not the same one, like I'll look, you know, most I had 2 hours, they would get the same book as my other one that got fucked up like this. But if you get a different one, you gotta learn. Yeah. Yeah, because I be knowing I can not know where a precept at, but then I can open my book and I'm pause right here.
You know how to make the camera come on this thing, man? That's too new. To swipe it, to get it over, you gotta swipe it on the bottom. You got it?
This is photo. You trying to get the camera off.
Yeah, how to put the camera on. I'm trying to get to the camera. I don't know how to get the main screen.
So look right here. That's the camera.
Oh, see, I didn't know how to get to that screen.
Yeah, you see photo.
Yeah, I know how to work the camera. I just had to
WhatsApp, and then we can add you to the group chat.
Okay, then.
Alright. Get it down a little bit.
Beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach
Double honors to our apostles and great millstones who are well excited the truth. Peace, love, blessed salutation to you, Akim. Honor the Bayasha, double God, house of David, man. Once again, we out here again. Prophesy the downfall of America, which is known as Babylon the Great. All right? In the Bible, all right? The daughter of Babylon, so to speak. And through the Spirit, his name is King. Right?
Now, therefore, stand still.
Yeah, now, therefore, stand still, because through the Spirit and the times that are coming right now, you get the miracle of that's on slowly ground.
You want me to get that? You got it? I get it.
Because Yahweh Shai talked about standing stiffly, those that are grounded in the Word, man. Okay? We're going to get the parable of it, because parable just means a dark saying. Okay? But through the Spirit, man, right now is the time to be standing still, because we see a lot of things coming to pass as far as prophecy in the scriptures. Okay? And it's our job to stay, all right, grounded, all right, in this truth while all else fails, because this is going to be our stability when everything hits the fan. So you got some guys that came in the truth, use it as a fad, you know, use it as, well, you know, this was a phase. This truth shouldn't be no phase, man. When you read the book of Hebrews, and the brother always brings it out, it talks about, what's that, you always quote, basically, like being your first love, or you know what I'm talking about? You always bring it out through the Spirit, man. Like, you know, this truth should always, you know, you should always have that first love that you had for this truth for when you first came in, you know, through the Spirit. So,
What you got?
Ephesians 6.
Okay.
Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and in the power of his might.
this is a part of it. So when you come into this truth, through the Spirit, all right, you're going to have things that's going to come along your path and try to knock you out the way. It could be financial problems, all right? It could be other doctrines. That's when a lot of things that us brothers back here, you know, through the Spirit, you know, we watch our apostles because they break down these other guys' doctrines, man. Like, one doctrine was what? The New Covenant. We brought that out last week at camp. We're not in the New Covenant yet. Why? Because the New Covenant goes into us having those new bodies, man. Right? When you read the scriptures. Okay, so that's another thing that can knock you off of the path of this truth.
Right.
All right, read that again, brother.
Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
And the power of his might, which is his truth, man. All right? Standing up for righteousness. That's why we're here. Yeah, we look like bums on the street corners, what they say with dresses on. But so the hell what, man? We in our ancient apparel. Okay? This ain't known for the world, but if we had a suit and tie on, right? Or if it was 3 women standing up, and like I sent that video in the chat, oh, the woman in that church talking about some, oh, God told me that each of y'all could give me $1,000,
Yeah.
you know, for the collection.
Yeah, $21,000.
Yeah.
21 of y'all.
21 of y'all, man. You know? But we're standing up for righteousness, man. All right, against who? The elites. Okay?
All right, yeah, I had something to add. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yep, meaning mentally. Okay, when we see things happening, as far as the MOTB company, as far as economic collapse, as far as people not being able to use the dollar bill no more, because that's one of the main things that they're speeding up. Because that's one of the main things that's being talked about is this Fed Reserve being done away with. Okay, because the U.S. is in a specific trillion amount of debt, and they can't cover it. Why? Because the Fed is not the FRNs or the Federal Reserve is not backed by anything. It's just printed out paper. Okay, but they're using that as an avenue to say it's like the economy is going to collapse. The dollar's no more worth the value to bring in what we know as the MOTB, a digital currency. These are steps, man. These are steps to this man's NWO. These are plans from back then. These are wicked, evil plans, all right, that this man has in his head that he wants to accomplish. And we're in the midst of it right now. If you're in America, if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, if you're one of the heathens that come over here and make money off of Jake, okay, you're in the midst of this man trying to get off his NWO.
It says, in wisdom and knowledge, Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Yeah, because the Lord's going to give us the mentality to endure a lot of things that's coming, because we know, hey, if we have to face death, guess what's going to happen? We're going to get a crown of life. All right? We're going to get beamed up first. Okay? See, us back here, we don't have the fear of, oh man, what happens if I face this or that? We have, look, man, we just got to keep pushing through, because there's going to be a breakthrough for us soon. It's just we on the Lord's time, man. But when things start happening, as far as prophecies start coming to pass, then you're going to start to see the Lord work his acts, man. Can you get Isaiah 28 and 21 and Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter of the book of Shah? And see, these people, seeing these heathens and these people, see, they done forgot about the Lord working his works, man. But why you think Egypt's still being talked about? Why you think they still make movies on that? Okay? The Lord had all these heathens shook up, man. Okay? When we went to Jericho, who was it? Rahab. All right? She knew about the history. Why?
Yeah.
Because the Lord did his marvelous works there. So the same thing is coming back. We're just on time, man. We're on the Lord's time. Once Esau starts making specific moves, the Lord's going to start making specific moves, man.
And it's the Lord putting his spirit on Esau to make these moves. I got Wisdom of Solomon 5. Did you want that one?
Isaiah 28 and 21. For the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Perazim, he shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon, that he may do his work, his strange work, and bring to pass to act his strange act.
Yeah, work his strange work and bring to pass his strange act. Because if you go back to the history, even in Egypt, when those Egyptians start seeing that blood, the water turn to blood, they was bugging out. When they start seeing what was it, frogs, multitudes of frogs, lice, you know, when Janus and Jambres, all right, when Moses' staff swallowed up their snake, when Moses threw the staff to the ground, and it turned to a snake, and that snake swallowed up their snake, man. All right, that was spiritual power from the Lord, but those were acts unseen. It was strange.
Yeah.
And the Egyptians, they gave in, especially after the death of the firstborn. So those things are coming back. Okay, and these devils know it. That's why they're gonna go into what you call underground bunkers, man. Okay? And everything's gonna be televised, man.
And then also, you know how James and Janice and Jambry came out to try to, you know, suppress the mighty works of the Lord by, you know, coming out with their own enchantments. Esau is going to be doing that a lot in these times. As the Lord began to lift standards and, you know, show these different works of old, in these present times, you're going to have scientists coming out trying to say stuff. You're going to have, you know, these different cameras that Esau have in the heavens, you know, edited, trying to come out and say, oh, that was a meteor.
Yeah,
You know, that's a big ass meteor moving around in orbit. No, that's an aircraft of the Lord. You know, so, you know, you want to brace yourself mentally for all these different things that Esau is finna be throwing out, man. Healing is finna be coming. Spiritual power is gonna be coming. People that was dead is gonna be raised back up. People that was sick all their life is gonna get healed and be made whole. And Esau, he's gonna be coming out to try to throw off your faith. So going back to the title, now therefore stand still. This is the time to stand still and be unmovable in this truth, man. Like we brought out, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. The spirit of the Lord, the wisdom, is going to keep us mentally stable through these times of Jacob's trouble. You know, through the times when Esau coming out with his statistics and data and his deep fakes, algorithms and AI. You know, it's not a coincidence that the technology of AI and editing pictures and you can take his hand arm, put it over here,
Put his voice in there.
Yeah, you can make a person bring out information that they never actually brought out, you know, by using AI. So, you know, you got to stand firm, man.
He deceived the whole world, bro.
Yeah.
And they also got apps on your phone that people can say, oh, I got spiritual power. You know,
Right.
Because we use a lot of things on camera. So they can say, oh, well, no, that's that app, man, that they're using. Meanwhile, you got men out here flying, you know, these FEMA troops coming up against them, mowing them down.
Yeah. You know, can I get a precept real quick? Can a brother read it for me? Zechariah 13:7. I want to make a little quick point because this AI technology and all this shit that Esau got, he's finna be weaponizing it.
Yep.
You know, at the end of the day, we know that the elect shall not be deceived. If you are of the elect, you're predestinated from the foundation of the earth to get through these times, and it's going to require faith and wisdom and the hedge of protection of the Lord, right?
Zechariah chapter 13, verse 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow. And the Lord of hosts smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones.
Now we know that this is talking about Yahushai. It was a prophecy concerning Yahushai, but it's wisdom. Smite the head, and the sheep shall scatter. So with this technology and them trying to combat this truth, they're gonna be trying to go to those who are in the leadership position. You know, so with this AI shit and this different editing, they can try. You know, we don't know what Esau gonna do. They can try to make it seem like our elders and apostles then said something that they didn't say, giving out orders that they didn't give out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So during this time, you need to, you know, make sure you're establishing yourself in the faith, believing. It's one doctrine. The doctrine don't change. The doctrine does evolve. It gets more clearer as we get closer to the end, but the doctrine stays the same. It has a foundation.
That's the foundation.
You know what I mean?
Because that's the same thing they did with Louis Yahushua. They was bringing up false accusations upon Yahushua. The miracles he was doing.
Yeah.
So with the elect being the body of Yahushua, he's trying to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
You know, but this time the elect is going to prevail. Not that Yahushua lost at that time, but it was just time for him. It was time for him to be crucified.
That's
how his life.
Yeah.
For the sheep. You know, the elect.
Can we get Ecclesiastes 12 and 10?
And that's why, that's why doctrine is so important. Because you can fake anything. You can't fake what the actual doctrine mean to us.
Yeah. And that kingdom of heaven dwelleth in us. It starts off with the doctrine. It's in us. And as we was mentioning, there's a foundation. You know, and part of the foundation is precepts like this. Go ahead. Ecclesiastes 12:15. And you got to get the foundational precepts in you because that's going to allow you to stand still.
Yep.
Meaning you unmovable. Here it is, all these different winds and storms is beating up on you, but you unmovable. Go ahead.
It's Sirach 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, rust, you can give the illusion that it's gone, but it comes back. So that's the characteristics of our chief enemy, Esau. Number one, you never trust him. Because as iron rust is so of his wickedness. He can hide it, but then it comes back. And they hide it through deception and love and acting like they care. You know?
It says, though he humble himself,
he be cool. He's saying nice words. You know, in the Proverbs it says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, but there's 7 abominations in his heart. So one of their weapons is smooth speech, speaking fair, flattery. You know, this is for humanity. This is for all people. This is for unity. This is for oneness.
Smoother than butter.
Yeah.
it says, and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass.
Yeah, so when he's coming with the fair speeches and things that he's saying is smooth as butter, that's the most important time to take heed. You know? Because it's going to be as thou wipe the looking glass. You know, you get out the shower, the mirror is foggy from the steam. You know, you want to see yourself. You wipe the mirror off, and you see yourself. All right now.
You got a full beard.
You wipe the mirror off so you can see yourself. And seconds later, the steam comes back. So that's how Esau is.
That's why I say, and when they shall say peace, peace.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's sudden destruction right there. Never trust him.
It says, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, so Esau, he gonna show his horns. And you gonna know, like, damn, these motherfuckers, this wickedness is not altogether wiped away. These motherfuckers are still wicked. Yeah.
Also, too, that's a spirit that can work that out because with Joe Biden, he's talking about wanting to get back in office. And one of the things he said, you look at their speech or his words, right? He said, let's finish where we started. Okay? That's cold word. Let's finish up this NWO, man. You know, because regardless of what people think, and let's say Sleepy Joe does get in another term. It's just gonna go like how Trump went, how it went with Joe the first time, this and that. You know, it's just gonna be nothing but war, chaos, and things of that nature. More legislation, more laws, more this, more that, more passes, more this, you know. That's all that happens when these kings of America go into office, man.
When the wicked bear fruit.
I was just thinking that when a wicked bear rule, the people rejoice.
The first day they in there, they pass
right.
off 1,000 laws, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Unrighteous decree.
Unrighteous decrees, yep.
Real quick, Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right, when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. Right? So let's say if this man does get in office again, you know how many people going to protest and riot because of that? It talks about in 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, they look at two spirits. They should not regard the princes.
I got Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
He ain't fully shown his horns yet, man. Right? That's why Job says the joy of the hypocrites went for a moment, but he ain't fully showed his horns yet. You don't got quarantines in the city right now. All right? And they just said, now, after all you idiots done took this venom, all right, I was reading a news article earlier this week. It said now all of a sudden C-19 is not a global threat no more.
Yep.
So you idiots done, a pandemic. So you idiots done took this venom, all All right? They done duped you. Now all of a sudden you still got idiots wearing this mask. But you got bit by the serpent, man. You got bit and poisoned by the serpent, man. Because you trust in Egypt, man. And like the scriptures say, our people trust in oppression, man. You know?
It says,
Yeah, I got that.
Isaiah 30, verses 1 through 2. Sorry, Isaiah 31. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh Shemashai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
You know Jake was if we should get it, man, it was against himself. Let me go ask Pastor Joe real quick.
Yeah.
Should we take that? You know, let me see what God says. You know Jake was doing that, man. Guess what he said? Man, you know, we're gonna have booths over here at the church set up, you know, so we can all be safe. So y'all can come back on in, you know, into the church. You know? But they didn't ask the true prophets, man, because the true prophets are on the corner, and guess what the true prophets would have told you?
I did not get that shit.
Exactly.
Right.
Because ain't none of us back here take that. You know?
It says, verse 2. It says, Thou walk to go down to Egypt, and have not asked on my mouth. And
Egypt is just synonymous with this place, man.
Yep.
Okay? It's just synonymous, man. When you look on the back of the dollar bill of the Egyptian pyramid, and
Yeah.
also too, America upholds Egyptian customs.
Yep.
Okay? You got a coffin, which is a modern day sarcophagus, man.
They got an obelisk in the Capitol.
Obelisk. You know, certain of these, the emojis, those are the hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
You know? So this place, the buildings, not to mention the buildings, you go to Las Vegas, they got a whole pyramid, man.
Yeah.
They got specific hotels named after cities in Egypt and things of that nature.
we got like landmarks called after Egypt, like Memphis.
Oh, God.
Memphis, I think that was like a country or a city in ancient Egypt.
God.
And they got the Israelites in captivity.
Oh, yep, that's the main thing.
The children of the Most High,
Yup.
yeah.
The curses, they got the Israelites in captivity,
Yeah.
okay?
It says, verse 2, that go down into Egypt and have not asked on my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yeah, to trust in the shadow of Egypt. That's what our people do. They trust in the shadow of Egypt and they strengthen themselves in Pharaoh. Because whatever these higher end elites or higher up presidents say, guess what? They go and they do it.
Yeah. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
And all of y'all should be ashamed, man.
Yeah.
Every one of you Israelites that took that venom, man. You know, whether you're in the world or you claim you're Israelite, because a lot of you let General Gehenna tell you go take it.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot of y'all did, man. And guess what? You had some people that claimed they was in the truth, that they died from it. And you had one dude say, oh man, I feel like I lost my faith. Well, you never had it, man. You know? You never had faith if you took that.
Not for nothing. The bishop said it too.
Yeah.
Oh.
The 60,000 a month,
Yup.
nigga said it too.
Yep.
Read that real quick,
Oh.
Sean.
It says,
See, hey, the trusting in the shadow of Egypt gonna be everybody's shame out here, man.
And if you're making $60,000 a month, you're not prophesying your house is not returning.
No.
yeah, you don't want this place, bro.
That dude was in Africa for like years, man.
Man.
You know?
Some brothers don't even make that much in a year.
Right. You should just survive it, man. You know, until the Lord come back.
Verse 3 said, Isaiah 30 and 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Strength of Pharaoh be your shame. What was the strength of Pharaoh? You know, telling you, hey, go take that so we can get you, you know, into restaurants again. You can go to beaches, public places. like the brother said, man, this man speak with a full tongue.
Yeah.
But he got you idiots to take it.
He's saying that you dying from it more than anybody else.
Yep. And then this came out.
I forgot this word they use, expeditiously, or one of the words they use, exproportionately, more cases.
Disproportionately.
Yeah, disproportionately, that's the word.
They just stop talking
Bunch of
about
bullshit.
Yeah. They stopped talking about the backseat after that.
That's deception.
You know? Because after that, a lot of people in the U.S. start getting large, blood clots, man, in their blood. Found in their blood, they was taking out large clots when they was dying. You had a lot of people, like you had athletes on the field just passing out of nowhere, man.
People's faces was getting all crunched up. I forgot what the name of that shit was. They was getting it when they was like they had a stroke or something. They face would crunch up on one side or some stuff. They was getting that too. I forgot what they call that.
It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah, your confusion. Because now it's not here no more. Damn. But like I said, you still got people wearing that coffin, man.
Yeah.
You know?
What's your stuff out?
But faith, man, hey, the strangers to the Lord salvation, hey, brothers is good back here when that thing happened, man. You know, Lord took care of us.
Yeah. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted.
Yeah, the face of such as have afflicted us, man. Now you got the Rothschilds, all right, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, okay? They were, the international bankers. The ones that mainly afflicted Jake on this side was the lower class Edomites, which you would call a Manson, a slave plantation. All right, they were just the ones behind the scenes, all right, reaping the benefits off of us working for them. You know, but that's why it says, read it one more time.
Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
But they're the heads. Okay? That's why you have them cutting our YouTube channels. All right? That's why you have them, like Apostle Ramlab. I was watching a video that he did basically on the Bible Destruction Group. You know, they got these specific dudes like Vocab Malone and them coming up to try to distort the truth so they can keep lies going. Yeah. Okay? But the truth is standing firm.
It says, and made no account of his labors.
He made no account of our labors, man. We the last hired, first fired. All right, we got it the hardest out of anybody in society. We don't own no stores. We don't get recognition for the things we do. Who you think build these buildings, man? Moab ain't coming over here building no buildings, man. They hiring contractors, which the people that are the contractors are Edomites, but under those Edomites, they got employees, man. The word employee means slave.
A lot of northern kingdoms. And one of the things that they don't speak about, because you got an influx of immigrants coming into the States. They got this whole Title 42 thing that's finna be abolished, and they projecting an influx of immigrants. And it's not just Mexicans that's coming in. It's a well-known fact that if you are a foreigner from any country, you can come in to the U.S. through Mexico because of the border situation. So it's not just Northern Kingdom. You got Lebanese people, you got Ethiopian people, you got remember last year the Haitians.
Haitians was in there in the middle of the water.
Haitians coming in there, motherfuckers from Greece, Africa, Arabs. So many people know that they can get in through Mexico. So you have what is called work trafficking, or it's something worded like that, where you get these people who got these organizations, they got certain deals with people at the borders. Look, man, I need some employees.
I need workers,
train them up, skill them up, pay them $10, and they be working and building up this shit around here. I'm trying to figure out labor trafficking. That's what it's called.
Okay.
It's called labor trafficking. Where they get these immigrants, they don't know shit about over here. You give them $5 an hour, $8 an hour, they thinking they doing something, and then they doing the most labor-intensive work for the low. And that's how you build wealth.
Yeah.
Low slave labor, man.
Yeah.
That's how this country was founded. Because what were they giving us? Slop. We had slave quarters, and we was basically eating breadcrumbs off the master's plate.
Yeah. Remnants.
You know. And then through that, these Edomites during slavery, they were able to make bounds and leaps to be ahead of, the so-called blacks and the Israelites, to be ahead of them. That's why they talking about they got the numbers in order for California. They talking about giving each so-called black person $1.2 million in reparations. I was reading that this morning.
So while they're saying all that, when they're about to introduce the Fed now.
Yeah, that shit gonna be on that. I don't think you finna, if they do give it to you, and they said it's gonna be in stages, every 6 months you probably get so much. But best believe that shit is gonna be on some type of card. And then they talking about the reverse ATMs, where you go and put cash in the ATM and they spit out a debit card.
Yeah, 'cause that's what they do that with the train, the metro.
Yep, exactly.
They got tap cards where you actually put cash in the kiosk to pay for the card.
Yep.
It's like $3, something like that.
Yeah.
It's on the bus too.
They do that in
They
New
put
York.
their card on there and then they get a bus driver $10. And that they riding the bus for a month. You know what I'm saying?
And then if you need more money on the card, you'll load the cash on the kiosk and
Right.
upload it in the card, so you can keep using it. So that's digitalized form of payment. So they, like you said, they're introducing that in New York. Yeah, everything is heading towards the MOTB.
Everything is here. Everything is here already. That's why Apostle R say things like, when it's happening, it's gonna move quick, because it's right here in your face.
All we need is an event, bro.
Putting your phone, tapping and paying shit.
Looking inside of your phone.
Yeah.
Apple
Was that Whole Foods or Amazon?
Amazon Go and Coke.
You just do this. Boom,
Oh yeah,
boom, boom.
palm.
Yeah. But they got the biometrics. They got your shit already. They got your face from the unlock. So Esau already got you, man. Wisdom of Solomon 5:2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Because the strangeness of our salvation is going to be incredible. Like if you get Jeremiah 16 and I think it's 14. The strangeness of our salvation, because those so-called UFOs, right? You ask somebody, what is a UFO? They're going to tell you what it's green men, in there.
Aliens.
Right. They're going to tell you what the king of Egypt told you.
Right.
But through the Spirit, the stranger of our salvation, man, those so-called UFOs are the chariot of the Lord, man. Chariots of the Lord. Guess what? We're gonna get beamed up in them. All right? They're gonna see it. It's gonna be they're gonna be watching things. See how you think when it says in Job the 20th chapter, and he thinks to fulfill his belly, they're gonna be watching, man. They're gonna be in the bunkers, but they're gonna have everything televised. All right? The Lord gonna leave specific things like satellites and stuff out, so these people, these heathens, can see the smoke of this place is torment go up in flames, man. Okay? So these elites, can see, we got everybody. They're gonna be getting radioed in them bunkers. Yeah, hey, we got about 60 million damage. They're gonna be seeing this stuff, man. But they're gonna be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation, because in the midst of all this chaos going on, all right, guess what? They're gonna start seeing so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans getting beamed up by way of so-called UFOs, man. All right, and they're gonna see the one big ship that Yahweh Shai is gonna come up on, man. All right, when you read 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter, Ezra explained it as being a mountain removed out of its place. Okay, that's gonna cover the whole earth, and you're gonna see the angels along with him. So you devils, man, y'all gonna see this stuff. Y'all gonna be terrible, man. It tells you that in Revelations, the 6th chapter.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Let me pull one
Hiding from the wrath of the Lamb.
Mm-hmm. Hide me from the wrath.
Hide from the wrath of the Lamb, man. Him that sitteth on the throne. Let the rocks fall upon us.
You know?
Okay?
It's going to be terrible.
up. This is Zechariah chapter 6, verse 1. And I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. So what Zechariah saw was 2 large aircrafts that was brass in color, and 4 chariots coming out of the bottom. So it's recorded all throughout the scripts about these aircrafts, you know, and they're gigantic, like you said, mountains.
Man.
Yeah, I think he fucked his side mirror up. Let's see.
He was trying to go fast, dude, for the street. This place right
Love of many waxing cold, man. You gotta watch how you move and step. But yeah, so 2 mountains, and the mountains were brass, meaning these aircrafts were like a brownish, goldish type color. You know, so you know they had a shine to them, you know? And then out of the below it, aircrafts came out of it. So people go, like I said in Elizabeth Solomon in the 5th chapter, when they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Yeah, it's been a video, it's a viral known video, when they was at a baseball stadium, and there was some chariots, I believe it's 1 or 2 chariots, and the chariots, those 2 chariots had, 2 chariots came from those 2 chariots. I don't know if y'all remember. I'm pretty sure y'all, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I probably gotta see it. Yeah.
And it was Jay, he was like, oh shit. Like he was like just, you know, he was amazed at it.
Yeah.
And basically it was other chariots coming out from these 2 or 3 other chariots. So that links up with that scripture.
Yeah. It'd be videos where you see balls of fire. And then you'll see
Yep.
coming out of it. So these people, man, you know, you think, especially Jay, you think a 9mm is gonna really, you know,
Glock, yo.
a Glock, Draco, or whatever, a Blick. You think that's really gonna deliver you from these times that we entering into, man?
Drum click.
Yeah.
Man.
Extendos, extra rounds.
Jay can't even shoot anyway, man. You know? The positive, Jay be doing all that. Jay can't shoot, man. You know?
On Wisdom of Solomon 5 or Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Going into Isaiah 28 and 21, the power that we deal with is strange. Right? The things that he do, that he does, right, are out of this world. They got that term, oh, that was out of this world.
Yeah.
Well, the scriptures say in the Apocrypha that we have seen a few of his works. Okay? You know, so when the time comes, the Lord about to bring out, you want to talk about full power, he's about to show you really how he get down.
Yeah.
Because that would make sense. The Lord would go all out. 1, because it's our last captivity. And 2, the Lord even mentioned that this place is a faithless generation. Right? So the people, they got to see it to believe it. So they're going to see, the Lord going to manifest that to them, man. You know, they're going to believe in that day.
Yeah.
They don't believe right now because they don't see it, but they're going to, atheists going to believe in that day. That there's a power, and his name is Yahweh Shimon Shai.
He's doing it to make his name known.
Yeah.
So how more but with sensationalism, you know what I'm saying?
And the Lord, he's gonna be showing apparitions, spirits, demons, open these people's eyes up to see the spiritual realm. And really, terrible fear, trouble with terrible fear, like this is gonna go crazy.
And it's needed here, man. The price at an all-time high.
Because Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 23, thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am Yahweh.
Yeah, because when the Lord Yahweh Shai come on these aircrafts, people is going to be seeing them, they're going to be recording them, they're going to be doing all kind of stuff, man.
That's his glory.
And these aircrafts defy the laws of gravity. So, you know, there's been videos of chariots moving, and they moving like this. You know, this is how they move. They just twirl around like this.
Defy the law of physics.
They can go boom, go this way,
Yep.
go stop on a dime, go, and then they're going thousands of miles per
Yeah.
hour. They're going and stopping and changing direction. They can go straight and then go up.
Like that tic tac. Look like
Yeah.
somebody was on
Yeah.
a mouse. It look like you know how when you're on a mouse and you're moving that.
Yeah.
That's what that tic tac look.
And
Out there in
it
Nimitz.
was a video that the Apostle Ramlov did years ago, where it was a helicopter moving, and you know the blades of the helicopter is going,
Yeah.
and the video was slowed down, and then the helicopter was, you know, obviously moving in slow motion, but the propellers is still was you know, we know that they go fast, but then they were still slightly going fast, but you know it was slowed down, and there was a chariot that came, and the chariot was still
I
fast.
remember that video.
It was still fast. You still had to like be paying attention to catch it. The chariots was that fast. And the scriptures speak about swift clouds. That's what the scriptures is talking about.
Esau think he's doing something with his tricks with the Blue Jays and stuff. The Navy, you know when they do tricks with the He think he doing something.
That's all.
Yeah, right.
And then it's slow
and then
ass.
this one. And then this one. Yeah. Then they dive
Slow ass
down. Yeah.
motherfucking.
But wait till
Then they
the
loud.
show out. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And also the chariots, man. That's where Esau gets Transformers from. The chariots, there's a while back, I caught on actual camera, a chariot went from a triangular shape.
Oh
It
yeah.
changed itself, the bottom of it, no, a diamond shape. The bottom of the diamond part of it changed circular, and the top of it was triangular, man. So like the brother said, those chariots, they defy gravity. They can change shapes. They can change from circular to diamond shape, square shape. You had a chariot that NASA caught that was in the form of it looked like a stingray, man. And but it was cloaked in a cloud, man. It was just floating down to the earth, man.
And they defy physics because they be in this dimension 1 second and then poof, like right out of. They don't fly nowhere. They just poof.
Right.
They can jump from the fourth dimension to over here in seconds, man. But the reason that they travel to and fro from the earth, can you get Zechariah the 5th chapter?
Yeah.
No, the reason they take on that physical form is to scare you Edomites.
Yup.
That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Because you Edomites don't believe nothing, believe in nothing spiritual, so the Lord gonna destroy you physically. You know, He's destroying you by the spirit of His mouth right now.
Right.
Y'all can't take it, but soon He's gonna destroy you actually physically by Himself.
Brightness of his coming.
By the brightness of His coming, man.
Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
Yep, a flying roll, man. So what Zechariah is seeing is a chariot, all right? What you call, we keep saying UFOs, but they call them UAPs now.
Yeah.
Unidentified aerial phenomena. All right?
And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
So it's a nice sized chariot.
Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Why is it a curse? Because, I mean, even when people see him, you know, they're so astonished at him. Oh, I hope they don't come over here, and you know. But also, too, they're going to have a part in destroying specific areas on the earth, all right? Mainly America, when the war comes down, okay? And also, too, World War III, can you get for that? World War III, when the Lord comes back, remember the Lord's coming from the eastern hemisphere to the western hemisphere. You know?
I'm gonna get why they curse.
Come.
This is Baruch chapter Habakkuk chapter 3. Start at 3. The Most High came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Selah. His glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. Going back to what we read, Zechariah 5. This is the curse that go up over the whole earth. Verse 4, and his brightness was as the light. Because a lot of reports, you know, when they see chariots, it's a ball of fire. All right? And had horns coming out of his hand. And there was the hiding of his power.
Those are talking about
Laser beams, yeah.
Horn just represents power.
Yeah. Right. It says, but for him went the pestilence and burning coals went forth out of his feet. He stood and measured the earth, and behold, and drove asunder the nations, which is the armies of the heathen. So you should be getting an idea of why these aircrafts are called cursed. In Zechariah 5, it says, the everlasting mountains were scattered, the perpetual hills did bow, his ways are everlasting. So when the Lord come on these aircrafts, he's destroying armies of the heathens, and there's going to be certain land masses destroyed by these chariots. Because in 2nd Ezra 13, when Ezra saw the vision of the Lord coming on these aircrafts, he said it looked like mountains. He said, you know, fire came out as fire falling upon the earth and failing, roughly paraphrasing. So these aircrafts, they will deliver the elect, but they also will destroy Esau and people and land masses, you know. So these aircrafts, they come in with destruction, and you cannot fight them.
Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem.
And like we read in Zechariah 6, you had the 2 chariots, then you had 4 of them coming out the bottom. You gotta imagine that was in formation. You know, you have the 2 chariots coming, boom, and then chariots come out of them. It's probably flying. You know, 2 chariots in the front, 4 behind them, like birds fly. You know, in a particular order. You know, some is triangle. You know, some is 1 by 1.
It says, defending also he will deliver it.
So they do 2 things. They can defend you and they can deliver you. There's accounts where King David was fighting against Philistines, and speaks about the Lord shall go before you. You know, the Lord will go before you. What is that? Huh? Yeah. What is that talking about? Did the Lord come down and he ran up on the Philistines? The angels was coming out there fighting for us. When we left Egypt, there was chariots leading the way. It was following the chariots, and it was so big to where they gave us light, and then the Egyptians, they didn't have no light. They was in gross darkness.
Gross darkness. It said, never said before you he's coming. It says, also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it.
So these chariots is going to be a part of the new Passover. You know, where the Lord passed over the elect in Babylon by delivering them by a strange deliverance in these chariots, getting beamed up in the chariot. That's a passing over right there.
The scripture say the Lord not to preserve the godly in the day of judgment.
And it's going to be quick. Does it speak about shall be saved? Scarcely, the elect shall be scarcely saved.
Righteous shall be scarcely saved.
Yeah. So here it is. It's going down. You know, we can even be still on ground level, and the missiles is on their way. You know, they sound an alarm. You're getting alerts on your phone and shit. You know, get safe. You know, and then the chariots just out of nowhere. Could you imagine a large, like I just saw, a mountain, like aircraft moving at the speed of light?
Right.
This big ass thing moving so quick, and they beaming, you getting zapped up.
The Lord always on time.
Oh man, yeah.
They just had a video out about this orb that was like the size of Jupiter. Remember that one?
Yeah.
They had an orb they done spotted the size of Jupiter. That's like, 100 times bigger than Earth?
Yeah.
200 times, some shit like that?
Right before C-19 hit, it was a video that came out of an aircraft
Right.
that was so large, it was bigger than the United States.
And they cut the feed. That video.
Yeah.
They cut the feed.
Yeah. They cut the feed on that. Fuck
I
that.
remember W7 did the video.
Yeah.
And after that, that's when like you said, C-19 came.
It's gooks, man. They
All you
not
gotta
building. They not building none of these buildings. They're too stupid.
All you gotta do is flesh out.
All that man, they supposed to be diameter.
Yeah.
You got to drive the best car, but they do not know how to drive at all. They can't see.
Yeah.
Had a precept real quick. This is Psalms 91:4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust.
That's the chariots. Symbolic with feathers, because feathers are the wings of a bird. And bird, depending on the context of the scripture, is synonymous with chariots, because birds fly.
Yeah, it's true.
Another precept to prove that. This is Psalms chapter 68. Verse 68 verse 13. Though ye have lion among the pots, ye shall be as the wings of a dove covered with silver, and her feathers with yellow gold.
So it's parable.
I would say yes, like you said, it's parabolic. Because the chariots, so-called UFOs, are silver and gold.
Right?
Right? So, the Lord can come any fashion.
It says, although thou hast lain as the pot. Israelites is on a low level. We're like pots. Hey, at your house, where you normally put the pots at? Put at the bottom, yeah, man. You know?
Yeah, the Lord likened us to potter, lamentations,
Yeah.
potter's clay, something like that. How do they go from gold from like potter's
Clay pots.
Clay pots.
Or earthen pitcher.
Earthen pitcher. Earthen vessel.
Yeah.
And it says feathers as you should be covered with the feathers and silver and gold, because who the Lord coming to get? You know, it talks about the elect being as being tried as gold, the silver, and the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two metals that get refined in dramatic heat.
Yeah.
You know, so those chariots are coming
Shalom, Mark.
to pick up the silver and the gold of the earth. Talks about the little gold thereof, sprinkled amongst the mold. You know, that's what it's all about. It's all about the elect at the end of the day, which is the silver and the gold of the Lord. Because the Lord, see, the thing is, the Lord is testing people out to see what they made of. And that's why I said you should be tried as gold in the fire, because with the spirit, you gotta have some men that claim that the Israelites is going to be made out of hay, wood, stubble, which when it goes through a process of fire, it gets burnt up. And you got precious jewels, which can stand that. You got silver and you got gold, which get refined and purged through it, man.
Yeah.
Which that represents the elect.
Right. You can't destroy silver and gold. You can just melt it.
Yep.
You can't destroy it.
Yep. And gold really, before it becomes in a metal form, it's in a nugget form, man. You know? You gotta sheave it out. That's what the Lord's doing. That's what he said, I'm gonna sift Israel. You gotta sieve it out. The Lord's sieving out his gold, man.
That's right. 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 1. He answered me saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
Because the world to come is for Israel only. Okay? Mainly the elect, but like it says, all Israel is gonna be saved, but the elect's going to be saved on the first go-round. The 2/3 are going to be saved to the Lord is going to elect. But the world for few is talking about Israel. You heathens are going to build the world to come. You're not going to inhabit it. You're going to inhabit it after that 1,000 years of slavery. Esau's going to get done away with, but you heathens are going to go back to your other land. But you're going to be tributaries to the nation of Israel. And you're going to do whatever you say. And the whole earth is going to be governed by the law and statutes and commandments of the Heavenly Father and His Son.
Thus saith the Lord.
That's said Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
Verse 2. I would tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world.
Because we always bring up the remnant of the nation of Israel. That's the little gold thereof, man, that is sprinkled. All right, the rest of these people out there mold, man. The Lord's only worried about the elect. When the Lord comes back, all right, it says that He shall send the angels with a sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather the elect.
Yep. Four corners.
From the four corners of the earth. You don't see, you always see these Christians talking about, like this one dude was like, oh yeah, God's message, or Jesus Christ's message when He came was of love and this and that. And,
Love for the elect.
Right, love for the elect, man. And it doesn't talk about anybody being saved but the elect, man. So where are these other people falling,
The world and all that shit.
Like you did a video, this is like the letters of Paul are personalized letters to a specific people. Just as you would write a letter, that letter is specific to someone that you know personally. So the same, that applies to Israel. That applies to the whole world.
And it's crazy because he writes an address on the letters. Galatians. So, you know what I'm saying? To the brothers that are...
To the saints that be
to
in
the
Rome.
saints in here. You know what I'm saying? He actually put the address in the front of the letter.
And at the beginning of each letter, he will always, like Brother said, he will always address the Israelites as saints.
Hey, but what do we do when we do videos? It's to a specific, group of people, man. That's what
Salutations. We give salutations to the hopeful elect, if not, to the elect.
We don't say blessed to everybody and whoever follows,
You know what I'm saying? All the believers out there.
Anyone that's listening, bless you.
The cousins of those that are getting ready to come out here with us. Man, they be...
Verse 3. It says, there be many created, but few shall be saved.
Yeah, the few that shall be saved is the elect. Okay? Because the elect are the one that's going to be tried with gold in the fire.
This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
It's talking about Israel. Okay? So two parts, meaning 2/3 is 6.6 of the nation of Israel. All right? The percentage is going to be cut off and die because when we came out of Egypt, all of us came out of Egypt. And you had mishaps amongst Moses with the, Abiram, Dathan, and Korah. They were coming up against Moses a lot. And then also, too, the reason that the Lord had a lot of Israel die in the wilderness is because of their unbelief. When Joshua and Caleb came back from spying out the land, all right, for that, I think it was 40 days, if I'm not mistaken, they came back with a good report. But you had Israelites that spied out the land that seen those heathens and said, well, we are as grasshoppers. So the Lord said, look, man, because of your unbelief, man, you're going to die in this wilderness, all right? For the amount of days that you spied out is going to be the amount of years that that you're going to be in this wilderness until you die off, man. But it was 40 years. But the main reason why the Lord is only going to save a remnant is because those same unbelievers back then are back here today. And those same unbelievers, when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, all right, let his blood be upon us, are back here today too.
Those that pierced them, they back.
Those that pierced them,
Zechariah 13 and 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Yeah, because the Lord is going to preserve, as we're reading, who are going to be beamed up in those chariots. The preserved, man, which are the elect. Okay? See, a lot of these other groups, they don't teach about the elect. Okay? They say, brother, sister, come here. Look, man, we not out here for everybody. This bait ain't for everybody, man. All right?
Like when you say,
you got it.
I was just gonna say, like, like when he says, and that day when I make my jewels, that ain't everybody.
Right.
Yeah, because you got reprobate silver, you got mold, you got wood,
dross, tin,
dross.
you got tin out there.
He gold plated. He gold on the outside. He ain't gold on the inside. He ain't gold plated.
Verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and try them as gold is tried.
So those chariots of silver and gold, who they gonna come to beam up, man? The elect. You know? Why did it say I will try them as I'll refine them as silver is refined and try them as gold is tried? Because we're coming into a trial era. Okay?
Yeah. And then, like we were saying earlier, that's when you will use that Isaiah 33 and 6. Yep. Wisdom and knowledge shall be thy stability for thy times. What times? When the Lord is refining you as silver and trying you as gold. That's the time where you want to be, utilizing the knowledge, the wisdom, the different things that you learn, You saying things like, okay, wrath rested in the bosom of fools. He that is soon angry, he that don't rule of his spirit is like a city with no walls. You don't have no defense. You're using that. You're using various different, things that we learn in the Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Wisdom of Solomon. You gotta be reading those books and getting that wisdom so you can navigate through your trials and tribulations, because we're gonna all go through it,
Because the devil gonna come, like Howard Shah was out there up on that mountain.
Yeah.
And he had to go back and forth. He was ready.
Yeah, the devil wasn't like, nah, that's your Howard Shah.
You know what I'm saying?
He the son of man, that's cool. I'm not even going over there.
You try to test him.
I'm gonna go over somewhere else, man. Leave Howard Shah, no. Satan bold, he'll come step to you.
Throw yourself down.
And he's pulling precepts out on you.
You know what I'm saying?
He's pulling precepts out on you too.
Because this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is our comfort.
Yeah.
And these people, their comfort is the so-called luxuries of this world.
Yeah.
Going to the gym every day. We say nothing wrong with that. It's good, but that's their comfort.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with all that shit that was taken away from you?
Oh shit! When C-19 happened, these motherfuckers was mad as hell.
Comfort
I can't go to the club, my favorite bar, my bowling alley, my weekly bowling meeting,
Drinking.
the gym. I think this camera went on.
Oh, it did? It was quick. Because Scripture said the fashion of this world gonna pass away. And Yahweh Shah even said what's not gonna pass away is His word.
It's 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Yeah, so we're not supposed to love this world, man. Because at the end of the day, this world gonna fail you. We were meant. We were brought over here to not be prosperous. So at the end of the day, we're supposed to love Yahweh with all our heart. It says in the law, and do what is written in the law to the best of our ability. Rehearse the righteous acts.
Plus, the Most High got enmity with the world. You would want to stay away from what he hate. You know what I'm saying? When he got problems with, you would want to stay away from what he
He has
got.
love of this world. He that have friendship with the
Will
world
have enmity with the Most High. Right.
That's not,
You old as hell, you still got a mask on.
You should just die already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
like
What
a
you holding
car
on
or
for?
a new car or something, or a job. Oh man, brother, I gotta throw this away. Man, you just gotta gotta maintain the truth. You know, brother can get another car, brother can get a nice watch. You know, the scriptures, the brother always brings it up. You know, do good to thyself.
Yeah.
You know, when you got it, you know, you can do stuff like that. But it's just loving the world will put you in a mind state like these people. You'll make this world a delicacy to yourself, man. You know.
Yeah, because the part that trying process that the Lord put you through is not always something that appears bad.
Right.
Oh man, you know, I lost my job. Lord could try you like that, but then the Lord could give you a job where you're making a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, you're making a lot of money. You know, but your schedule, it's only one schedule,
Right.
and you working camp days now.
Yep.
Get
You know?
a woman, and now you.
Then you get your one, you got it.
Yeah, get you a woman. You always got women. You're not really.
Yeah.
You know, the truth is not really your first priority. You start to get phased away little by the gradualism.
Yeah, you don't want to come in the truth not having never experienced a woman. I mean, you got brothers with different locks, but you don't want to come in the truth and then you've never had a woman, you never experienced like love and all that. Then you come in the truth and then you get one. You don't.
I won't do that.
You don't want one because you ain't experienced your first heartbreak.
Right.
You know, like most brothers that come in the truth, they're in their 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, early 30s. You know what I mean? Older. You got some brothers that come in young, but you got some experience. You got some experience with the world when you come in the truth. You know, you didn't been finessed. You didn't been swindled. You know, you didn't seen wickedness. You didn't seen the wickedness of women. You didn't see all these different evils in the world, and then when you read it in the scripts, you like, wow, that's facts. I went through that. Oh yeah. They on point about these bitches. A bitch did me like that. You know?
You want nothing to be new to you.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new.
So when the Lord try you, here it is. You ain't never had no job, you know, making big money. Lord may give you something you making, you know, 6 figures. You know, got your credit good. Thinking about buying a house, shit like that. Or you finally get you a nice ass car, some brand new shit, fresh off the lot. You know, now bitches is in your ear, you got the DMs and all that. And we all know how Satan works. He either putting a spirit on these women that want to come through on a Sabbath or a new moon or a full moon, which is all Sabbaths.
Yep.
All right, or a high holy day, or a camp day. You know,
That shit happens all the time, man.
you get to think, I ain't never missed camp. Shit, I can miss Monday. and I kind of don't feel good anyway.
Yeah.
Let me tell the bros I'm not feeling good. I'll be justified on that because I really don't feel good.
They know I'm diligent.
They know I'm diligent. Yeah. and sometimes a bro miss camp. You know. You know, the spiritual demon Satan being there. They stole this Cadillac converter. That's why that car and all that. But yeah, the spiritual demon Satan to be giving you game like that.
It's too far of a drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really like that. Remember on Tom and Jerry, you had devil on one side, and then you had like the righteous.
And that's the spirit and the flesh.
Yeah.
The spirit, which panders to your emotions and your feelings and you know your
And your
desires
lust.
and lusts and shit like that. But then the spirit be checking that, like, nah, bro, you know, you can't be putting this shit of the world in front of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Didn't the Lord say anything that you love, whether it's your mother, your father, your woman, your kids before me,
sister more than me,
don't love me, ain't worthy of me? So the spirit will be telling you stuff like that. And then you'll be like, all right, Khan, that is facts. And that'll help you quench the fiery darts of Satan that he's throwing at you.
I got a precept real quick. This is Matthew 26, verse 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Now, when it says watch, you're not just doing. You're not doing this.
You're being diligent.
You paying attention. You being circumspect. You know, understanding the time and season that you in. That's how you watch it.
Because Apostle Paul said, know ye not your own selves. That's a form of watching too. Watching your own character, your flaws.
Yeah.
That's why it says in the Apocrypha, give not thy soul which is evil into it, something like that.
Yeah.
You know? So basically you try out different things, like, nah, I don't like that, so I ain't gonna do that. You know, I might, or you might, you go too far.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that because this gonna lead to this. So you do try out certain things that's lawful, of course. You know, that will benefit your spirit, but if you see that it's a hindrance, then you cut it off. That's why Yahweh Shai said if your right hand is offending, you cut it off.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, dealing with multiple women, you know. Hey, over here we like women. You know, we like a lot of different women. We like different women from other tribes. We like heathen women. We like women. It's in our biological nature. But if you in the truth and you like heaping all these women unto you, even if you got like 3, let's say for instance you got 4, whatever, you know. Here it is, you trying to study and read. You tell one, hey, I'm handling some business. I'll get back to you later. Then another one hit you. You know, you gotta tell her something. Then another one hit you. Then you trying to, because these women, they gonna want time from you throughout the week. So you gonna have to like move shit around and, you know, oh man, she only available on Wednesday, and Wednesday we had a weekly conference call. Fuck. How about I go on a date and I had a weekly conference call in my ear, and you know, you just gonna be running into different shit, man.
Yeah.
That's why it's better to just be stoic.
Yeah.
State, man, you know, because I mean, if it come along, you know, it come along, but it's best to just be at the house. I'm saying if you deal with a few on your time, that's cool. But if you got one, it's best to be like that, because also too, a lot of these women come with different spirits.
Oh man, yeah.
This today she want, you know, she want to go out, or hey, I need, you know, you ain't got time for that shit. It's true, man. They wants and needs, because at the end of the day, you know, the Lord's wants and needs is for us to serve Him.
Yeah. You may deal with a chick, her only off day is your camp day.
Yep.
Why you don't never hang out with me on Saturdays? You know, or whatever. It'll cause you to. You end up over time. You end up giving in, because when you read the story of Samson and how Delilah pressed him, that's how women be, man. When they want something, they press you. You don't, and they gonna be using things. You don't love me. How you saying you love me, but you ain't even took a Saturday off?
You know what I'm saying?
You can't sacrifice one Saturday. Yeah, because you want to have some secrecy to you in the truth. You don't want to say, oh yeah, my lot is amongst the saints. I'm out there on the highways and the byways. I prophesy against Mount Seir,
Right.
and
I'm sacrifice.
me and the bros, we chanting against Babylon. You know, oh, it's the Passover this week. You got lamb. You know, we're gonna be doing some anointing. You don't want to do that, man. You're scared of brought off. So you tell her, look, I'm doing something.
Yeah. I gotta work.
Yeah.
We all working.
Yeah. I got a side. I got a side business that I'm working on. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find basically like the woman they care for things in the world.
Oh, that's in 1 Corinthians 7, maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Towards the end.
This is St. Matthew 10 and 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
So the Lord here, He's given the disciples, which later became apostles, game on how to navigate in public settings. You know, the Lord sent us out as sheep in the midst of wolves, and wolves devour the sheep. You know, and it's basically what the Lord told Ezekiel. I do send thee to the children of Israel, a rebellious nation. They and their fathers have transgressed against me. Don't be like unto them. So the Lord has his men polar opposite to these people of the world. You got the sheep and then you got the wolves. So the Lord sent us out like that. But we are to be wise. We got to deal wisely, meaning we got to apply the different things we read in the scripts in our path. You want to be illuminated with light, dwelling in this darkness.
You don't want to be ignorant of those devices either.
Yeah, and dealing with these different, spirits.
I found it. 1 Corinthians 7, verse 32. But I will have you without carefulness, he that is unmarried, caring for the things that belong to the Lord.
And so a man with no woman, he'd be diligent. He'd care about, the ministry, the truth, pushing the truth.
It says how he may please Yahweh Shema Shai. And he that is married, care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
So if you got a woman, you'll have distractions. Things of this world, how to please his wife. And hey man, the data is out. It's impossible to please these women. That's why Paul said you're gonna have trouble in the flesh.
Dealing with covetous, because woman is covetous.
Oh man, natural covetous.
And y'all might live together or something. She might keep bugging you to get a house or something.
Yeah.
Let's move to someone else.
Yeah. Or shit, she seeing her homegirls taking trips to Jamaica and she want to go this time.
Because they compare their lives to others.
Yep. The shit they see on the internet.
Yep.
Which is a false reality.
Yeah. That's what it really is.
All them people is miserable.
Yeah.
To deal with demons, they are demons. Eat all unclean food, they adulterers, they envious.
Thieves.
Yeah.
You stay seeing women posting, tap in, cash app, type in, cash app.
What's your cash app?
DM me. I got the cash app hookup. Then they post, and what they do is, it's so. If you got two phones, you can. When you store a contact, you can store the contact where you go to the name. Instead of putting the name, you can put a number there. You can put the Cash App number there. And then you can put the same message that Cash App would send you in the message that you send it to the other person. And when it comes up on the phone, it looks like an authentic message from Cash App saying, I got $7,000 just delivered. So they do that. They do that, and then they like tap in Cash App. So these motherfuckers is doing extortion.
Why is it committing? Why is it committing?
Yeah. They doing extortion because here it is, you'll send them, the game is send me $100, I can turn 100 into 1,000.
Oh yeah, I have to.
You send a motherfucker $100, and then moments later you're blocked. So they do that 5, 6, 7 times a day.
Yep.
And then they making money.
I did that once with $10 just to try it. It's like a wild way. Bro, I can turn 10 into 100. So I got 10. So I did it, right? Gave me 10. She was like, oh. Then she hit me back like, oh, I gotta charge you $35 to get the $100 or $1,000. I said, girl, get the phone. I said, just take your 10.
Yeah, bye. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just take your 10.
So much scam shit.
Right. This first Esdras 4 and 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake.
Yeah, many men have bugged the hell out over women. Going out your wits, that's your mind, your thinking. She got a red spot in the back of her pants, bitch. Period.
And she just
looking at us crazy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she unclean.
She unclean.
That's the spirit we just talking about.
Like
Right
your
now.
boy had that one day. You were talking about the.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, many men have went out. They bugged the hell out over women, man, and you know, just from personal experiences. Hey, man, when the scripture said there's no wickedness like the wickedness of a woman, the scriptures was on point. Your woman can do you worse than your enemy.
Worse than.
Your enemy ain't coming to you saying, "Oh, this is your kid,"
Yeah.
and it's not. Your enemy not doing that to you, but your girl is. Your girl can. You thinking this baby yours and shit, and it's some other nigga, baby. Yeah. Esau not coming to a door like that, but this bitch that you laying in the bed is.
You know what's crazy that you say that? Who died? Maury. Maury died. He used to expose a lot of you.
Oh no, Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Even him too. He used to expose a lot of you nigga women, man. You know? Y'all was when y'all went on them shows, y'all was the most adulterous, man. The most extortionate, the most violent, man. You know? In society, man. The woman, man, when them PPP laws came up, who the ones that had all the things you can figure it out? The woman, man.
They know that, bro.
You know, sitting Jake up in hotels because they know what Jake gonna leap at. You know,
Why you think? Why you think they, it's like I was gonna say? Why you think they made that OnlyFans shit? They working that shit, bro.
yeah.
Scientifically, you know what I'm saying?
There it is. You think you getting the pictures specifically for you? It's this bitch that did that. Sent that picture to everybody.
Everybody.
That's
Or the video be hella short.
Yeah.
5
2 seconds.
paying $35.99.
And a lot of brothers have went through real life Jerry Springer scenarios, bro, in their life. Actually went through that shit. Oh shit. That
This is where's it coming? It's like a Sirach 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman.
those two high level wickedness that you do not want.
Right.
You do not want the plague of the mind. You
Crazy.
bugged out. You a lunatic. Yeah. You a lunatic. You know, you got an unclean spirit. You do not want that. And then you don't want no wicked ass woman, man. Because she's just like Esau. She can deceive you. She can have you believing that she love you, and she can have you believing you the only one, and she can have you believing that these is your kids. These is your kids.
Look at Eve.
Yeah.
The beginning of sin.
So, you know, them is some high level wickedness for a man.
Plague of the heart.
Play the hard here. You believe in false doctrines.
Because that's the Yahweh said the unclean demons hop back.
Yeah.
7 more. So you are worse in your latter end than you was in the beginning.
Right. Hey,
You
man.
That soul,
Yeah.
that soul that went back into the mire, that pig. That dog turned to his mama.
Hey, don't be surprised, man, if, you know, Lord willing, we're a part of that number. Let get beamed up. And we find out that everybody that was outside the truth had the plague of the heart. All these people had the plague of the fucking mind.
Yeah. Who's to say, Lord willing, we are part of the elect?
Yeah.
Who's to say the reason why the Lord separated us from our family? Because some brothers don't do it. Some brothers do it with their family, some brothers don't.
Yeah.
But the brothers that don't, who's to say that the Lord showed us that the man of your family was secret homo?
Yeah, all the men. Yeah, all the men is secret. Secret H-O-M-O.
One was secret, the L was,
Man, yeah.
Because a lot of these people, like even when we growing up, certain specific shit you hear when you older about your family, you be like, what?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Never
yeah,
knew.
Yeah, when you a kid and you naive, oh, this is my uncle Jerry, and this is my aunt Viv, and this is my auntie Jackie. You know, but then as you get older, you start hearing about, oh, you know, your auntie Jackie, her 3 kids. You know, one of them isn't, you know, her husband. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
She just, you know, they was just playing along and keep the family together.
Brothers got stories of that, man.
Yeah. Oh, you know your this uncle, you know, he was the reason why he was on, you know, he was the man in the dope gang. He was running the streets. You see the uncle, he pulling up, he gold rings, Benzes and shit. You just thought he had a good job or some shit.
Right. But your uncle, he used to, you know,
Yeah.
beat up crackheads back in the
Yeah.
day. He used to be swole. He was known as to fight.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah.
I hate girls that drive these cars. Like, why do you have this car? Why do you have this?
Don't even matter what you
Ain't got the 6. Bitch, when you get that car, you get the big body, you get the big V8.
Put muscles on it.
Let me go down because this is another thing too. It says, verse 16. I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon. That's like then I'd rather go with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
So you better off being in a dangerous situation than sharing a house with a wicked ass woman, man. You rather be around animals that can kill you.
At least you know their true intentions.
Yeah. At least you know what to look out for.
Yeah.
There's lions out here and shit.
It's vexing, man. You know, I know sometimes even when I, women that I ain't with no more, sometimes they go into the house, you're like, damn. You know, you getting off work, you driving, you like, man, do I really want to go home right now?
Yeah.
You getting in there, you get in the house, you're all fucking depressed, man.
You pull up, damn, there's a car here.
Right.
Fuck. Cars here. Yeah.
Or you're at the house by yourself, you know,
Yeah.
you finally get some peace and quiet day out. You're
Yeah.
like, damn, she get off in 10 minutes, fuck.
You call her, you like, where you at? Oh, you at the store? Okay, cool. And I got like 10 minutes. I can do a quick video.
Right.
It's certain things brothers didn't have to deal with. You know?
Trying to leave before she get there. I've done that shit before, man. Brothers got experience with women, man. You know, you might hang outside. Yeah, why don't you come in? Nah, I'm cool. I'll stay outside. You don't want to be around me? Hell nah, man.
You be on the balcony talking, you on the phone, talking to the bros on the phone, here she come. You out there talking to your little boyfriends, huh?
Right.
What? You'd rather live outside than be dealing with that shit.
Right. And we laughing because it's comical, but it's true. It's just real stuff.
Because bros went actually,
Yeah.
bros, we speak on situations we've heard before, other brothers and their testimonies, and then we also speak from first-hand knowledge.
Experience.
It says, the wickedness of a woman changes from face. You know what that reminds me of? That video that was in the chat where the chick drove off and flipped her car and she was still...
Talking shit.
Bro, that shit looked like a sci-fi special effects movie, bro. This bitch tumbled the car and somehow
Man.
got out and she was...
walking with demons on her face. The demons held her up.
Bro, long ass fucking lace front. That lace front did not come off. Damn. What kind of glue y'all bitches use now?
She done rampage, the old boy hanging off the car.
And was
No.
still wanted to fight. Oh, you know what else? That movie, Don't Be a Menace, while Tripping Your Juice. And he was hitting the bitch in the middle truck, and she was like, I don't know really.
Oh yeah.
Miss Chance.
It's that same motherfucker.
Man, nigga running, doing a damn laps. But yeah, these bitches they change up. Now we joking, you know, but women, they'll change their face, meaning they'll switch up on you.
Yeah.
You know, here it is, you've been dealing with a woman, and you know her to be a particular way.
She's showing you one face.
She's showing you one face,
Yeah.
and then this bitch changed into a fucking prostitute, hoe. Like, what happened to you,
A
bitch?
whole nother face.
Good girl going bad.
They got Batman Two-Face,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
which it was a character with two faces,
But yeah.
but he has a story.
Yeah.
Like before the big, you know,
That was
accident.
Harvey
Yeah. Before the big accident, he was one way,
Yeah.
but then after the accident, the motherfucker didn't change.
Yeah.
He was for truth and righteousness.
Yeah.
And then it turned it to his own like
Yeah.
desires and shit.
Yeah, so you know these women that change up on you. So don't be falling for that,
Yeah,
man.
that movie, just what that movie called? With Mark Wayans Brothers? Don't
Don't
Drink.
be me.
Yeah, don't.
There was a lot of symbolism in that movie, man.
Oh yeah.
It was funny, but it was true. The average shit Jake go through.
Well. In that movie, you find what we find in the scripts, parables.
Con.
It was a movie full of parables,
Curses.
and some of those parables was going over JK. They was just laughing at.
He actually had to come out and go, message!
Yeah. Meaning when you get the VHS, you gonna have to watch that, rewind it, watch it again.
It says, darkness and countless and sackcloth.
So she just changed. She'd go from having like a light on her, she's beautiful, and then to a dark countenance. Like, bitch, you know, like, you changed up on me, bitch. You switched up on me. You then you saying things like, you said you would never do that. Or you said you wouldn't, you know, you wasn't that type.
This is a big one right here too. It says, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
Hear what? Here it is, he's sitting amongst the bros, the neighbors, and he hearing her calling. Oh man, what the fuck she doing? She know I'm at camp. What the fuck she calling me for?
That's just grievous.
She know what I do on Saturdays. You calling me? I'm live streaming. You calling my phone? I'm live streaming. You feel me?
And also too, you might be sitting amongst some people, she might bring you to a function, a high school function, you hearing about all the shit. Like, oh yeah, her shoot chick. You know what I'm saying? Like from another dude and shit like that. You don't want to hear that. You sign with him like, damn, she was. Like, I ain't want to hear that shit. That reminded me of too, that movie of Poetic Justice. I don't know how much y'all ever seen that.
Oh, I saw.
And remember when she was like, oh, I'm playing Chicago, this and that, and Tupac was like, yo, you giving that whole money? You bugging, you a simp, you know? That's how these people are, man.
That was way back in the 90s.
Right.
Now the shit is way worse. You got
It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
all wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman.
Con.
Meaning, what you see as wickedness, it's not to her.
Nothing.
Right.
Right.
You know? Here it is, you can say, damn, she just had a nigga. Now she's sleeping with somebody else. Don't worry about that. That's her life. If she wanna, the other dude she was dealing with, he wasn't treating her right. She's got some other dude that's treating her right now. You know, let her be. But then you say that's wicked. How is that wicked when she just leveled up? You know these Instagram words.
Yeah.
She leveled up.
Yeah, that's that Stella got a groove back vibe right there.
Don't let her friends
Look at
be
these
involved.
bitches. Look at these stupid motherfuckers. Run.
Don't let her friends be involved.
Oh,
That's why it's going to say getting out a woman liberty and got it robbed.
Yeah.
Because one of the main influences on these women today, that's why you got a woman try to keep her away from her friends. From her
Other
husband.
women.
Because these friends, especially if they not on the same diameter as her, or she ain't got they ain't got a man like a brother is,
Yeah.
they gon' in there, oh, well, he a Hebrew Israelite, he does, oh my God, you gotta leave that, I heard him
You know what's the first thing they say? Oh, they believe in multiple wives and dealing with prophets.
Yep.
That's what they believe in. Like that's just a doctrine that we come out here and we just talk about that all day.
Right.
And you're not your girl.
Hold on, Isaiah 4:1, the whole camp.
Here come your girl. So, Hebrew Israelites, I believe multiple girls.
Who told you that? Then you get to play. Then you turn to a serpent on her. Who told you that? Show me in the Bible where start supplanting her.
Yeah.
And that's where you turn into that why is the serpent harmless in the dove, man? Because the scriptures also do say if she's pleased to dwell with you and she's unbelieving, dwell with her.
That's why it's just best to not even tell these bitches nothing.
Yep.
How what's been working out for me through the spirit is being mysterious.
That's right.
Being fucking mysterious
Aloof
on
and
these
shit.
bitches.
Vague and fucking obscure.
You hella mysterious. She can't really figure
Can't
you out.
punch your ass, yeah.
You know. Then you know what they're gonna start doing? They're gonna start saying stuff like, "Man, he knows so much." But it's just he has these times during the day where I just do not hear from him. There's days where I just don't even talk to him. Then I asked him what he did. He was like, he did nothing, or he was busy. You gotta be just like how he is with the Most High. We don't know when he coming.
Elusive.
But he said he coming though.
The word is
be like that
elusive.
with your
Gotta be
girl.
elusive.
Just like the Lord said, sometimes if you're good with your girl, just like the Most High, He'll shower us with a blessing that's unexpected. If you got a good woman or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You might go to a store and grab her some here.
Oh
Yeah.
When Abraham's servant went to go get his master's son or wife, shit, he put jewelry on. He got these. Sorry, he got to doing this. Earrings and shit on. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It says, let the portion of the sinner fall upon.
Yeah, so a wicked ass nigga is given to a wicked ass woman and vice versa. Or if you're dealing with a wicked ass woman, the Most High, can we get Ecclesiastes 7:26 by Bishop? Sorry, yeah, no. Ecclesiastes 7:26.
It's Ecclesiastes 7, verse 26.
This big wisdom,
And I find more better than death the woman.
like we were speaking about earlier. A woman can destroy you mentally.
Says,
That destruction mentally is worse than physically.
Emotionally.
Because you die, you go to the spiritual realm and you at rest. But you can be in the body being mentally tormented by a woman that's persuading you, deceiving you.
You can always think about what she said at that moment. You have flashbacks.
Yeah.
So kind of haunt you.
Yeah.
Rent space in your brain. That's what they call
Right.
that.
Yeah.
You got the niggas that, I wonder what she's doing. You got niggas that be in that spirit.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that spirit, man. You not want to be where my girl at. You want her to be like that. But let's get to the precept.
Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more better than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Now, heart, going back to the Hebrew word lab, which is your mind. That's where your spirit dwells. And it's saying, and it's speaking about a wicked woman. Right? Now, scripture you speak about the elect lady, but the elect lady, she ain't perfect, so she got some ways about her too. But this is speaking about a demonic woman. These regular bitches you see on the internet. So it says whose heart is snares and nets. Snares and nets is things that trap you up. If in an ancient world, if there was known, because you had cities that were walled, and then you had villages outside of cities. So it can be a situation where word just got back that there's a panther roaming at night.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's been going on for the last couple of months, And he's gotten a couple of people. A couple of people got caught slipping. So what they would do is, to catch this panther, they set snares and nets. You know, you watch the shit, a motherfucker walking, and then all of a sudden he in the net. Yeah. He'd have a rope. It'd be a person. It's a rope, and then the person come and they pull the rope, and the motherfucker got caught in the net.
Yeah.
So we would dig pits. You read about he that shall fall into a pit. You know. He that diggeth a pit shall fall there. We had certain purposes to digging pits. First off, you can use that as an oven. You dig a pit, you feel me?
Put your wood in
and
there.
then you put your shit in there, and then you put coals on it. When I was in Hawaii, Japhet was doing that shit. They was cooking. I was at a luau, and they was cooking swine
They pigs up
in the
there.
ground.
You just stick a whole pig right
Pick
in
a
the
whole
ground.
pig in there, and they had the coals and shit on top of it. They
Yeah.
can treat it like an oven. You can cook shit.
And it's actually ceremonial to them.
Yeah. So you could dig a pit, and then you can put leaves on top. You put some flesh in there.
Yeah.
Something that the panther won't. Put some flesh in there. Put some leaves on top. And then the panther at night, he's smelling. I smell it, motherfucker. But I don't see it. And then he walks on what he thinks is leaves, and he falls in the pit. He falls in it. That's a snare. That's a net to trap a threat. Women do that naturally. They do it naturally. They unconsciously do that.
Yep.
Whether they trap you up by saying, I really like you, when she can like you this week and then next week she don't. So now she done trapped you up thinking she's interested, she's really not, because her mood and her vibrations constantly change. So you get trapped up like that.
And that's their spirit, because they get you caught up in arguments all the time for nothing.
Yeah.
They word you right into some shit when you finally going back and forth with them. You know what I'm saying? Where you could, but normally you wouldn't even get another thought. You know what I'm saying?
They can trap you up with children.
Yep.
So their mind is a full
Work
of
like
snares?
that.
It's a full.
It says, whose heart is snares and nets.
Oh, whose heart
It's
is snares and nets. So their mind is about games.
But
Man.
that's
They
all
play
their
games.
mind is too. It
So
ain't-
so don't waste your time trying to figure out a woman. Just understand them. And the Lord giving us the understanding right now. These bitches play games.
That's the cheat code right there.
So Solomon is telling us women play games.
You gotta understand it. You don't understand. They don't get bored of it. Like our forefather Job said.
Yeah.
Heavenly Father imparted that portion, man. That's why a lot of stuff out here, look, a man can handle things.
Yeah.
All right? A man can handle the money, he can handle the job, he can take care of the household. Right? A woman, she has some benefits that the Lord gave her, but as far as handling big stuff that a man can, like you see these, like you go to AutoZone now, or you go to go get your oil change, you got a woman down there changing it. You like,
Coming out with the paperwork.
you know?
Yeah.
What do women know about oil, changing the oil, man? You know, she grabbing the wrong oil. No, I need that synthetic oil. This is a foreign car. You know, she grabbed you. Going to her. What oil does he need? You know.
Right.
It says, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleases
Her
your
hands
house.
is bands. Her power is to trap men up. That's how women got. This is how women got men in the ancient world. You know. When you read about the situation with King David and Bathsheba through extrapolation, why was she able to be in a place where the king could see her naked?
Yeah.
You didn't think she, you didn't think she didn't have that high value man,
Spot.
what they call it today? You didn't think she wanted a high ranking man?
Yeah.
Man?
Yeah.
She bathing herself in the open to where King David can see her. It don't speak about Bathsheba crying out.
Nope.
Going back to the law. If a man find a woman that's married to another man and she crying, don't say, oh, well, and Bathsheba cried out. No. Yeah. And she had a banging body. David was like, who is that? Call somebody and they look. Oh, that's right. A Hittite, right? What?
That's
She
a
got it like
bad, but
That's what he got. Oh man.
yeah,
Probably had a body like Keisha Belly.
Man.
Like that.
You know? So we'll find out in the kingdom. But she probably was trying to trap the spiritual demon Satan got on her, trying to trap David up, man. Fell for it.
Women, one thing only women really flock toward is power.
Yeah.
Yep.
She probably was like, my nigga, he a part of King David's army.
Yeah.
I want King David because
Yeah.
what? King David's thousands.
Thousands, tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah.
You know, she was around when she was hearing that song.
Yeah, she probably was singing
She
along.
probably was out there. She was probably low key clapping.
You know.
He said, whoso pleases the devil shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Okay, so whoso pleases the Lord is the man in the truth, shall escape from her. So this is a word to brothers in the faith. You probably won't have a good relationship with women. You'll get them, you'll pop them, you'll get them, date them, have a little time with them, but more than likely you're not finna have a good relationship with these women. A lot of these women is gonna get put to death.
Yep.
A lot of these women is gonna get put to death. And a lot of these women we dealing with. You know, so if you please the Lord, you'll escape from it. And a part of the escape isn't gonna always be comfortable. You know? The Lord could have it to where you just, I'm cool with this bitch, cool on this bitch. You know, you end up just not liking the bitch no more. She get the hint, and then y'all, you know, go your ways. But then the Lord can have it to where this bitch is doing shit, trespassing against you. You know? And you know, you'll have your hand stretched out, you'll have mercy on her, but then there's a line that you gotta eventually draw in the sand, and that escape or you departing from that situation, it may be grievous to you. You know, you may suffer as what they call a so-called heartbreak, but the benefit of it is you just escape the demon though. You know? You rather keep house with a wicked woman? Or do you want to still deal with this woman that's, you know, clearly not for you?
Yeah, because you're one more.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the way you come into the truth, your mind state is how can I say, Ephesians the 4th chapter.
You can't serve two masters. That's the mindset that you got. Right. So you're not going to be bending over backwards to satisfy this woman.
Right.
You're going to change. Because you serve Yahweh B'Shem Shai. You have a purpose now. Your purpose ain't wife, kids, my job. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is fearing the Lord, doing the work, offering your body a living sacrifice. So certain relationships isn't gonna pan out because you're not. In order for you to have a successful relationship with a woman in these times, women gonna have to get worship. You're gonna have to bend for it. You're gonna have to trim your ways to seek love. You can supplant for some time. You can finesse, you can supplant, you can, like the scriptures say, entice a man. You can entice a bitch, you know, deceive a woman. But over time, she get to picking up on that and it ain't gonna work out for her.
They get bored.
Yeah.
Women in this society, one of their main things is boredom, especially with men like ourselves. He don't want to go here. He don't want to go there. You know, like the brother mentioned earlier, they were satisfied. But with men like us, because we're not like these niggas out here, we're boring.
Yeah.
You know, we want to be in the house. We don't want to go clubbing all the time.
Right.
You know, we don't want to go. We don't want to go to an opera show. You know, which brothers do specific things, but this is how they view us. You know, our lifestyle, the lifestyle we live is cool, calm, and collected. They want things like that. They want niggas that go to that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
They want you to be able to go out of town for the weekend. Why you can't go nowhere? You can't go out of town for the weekend. You can't, like we said earlier, you can't miss one day. They not gonna miss you. lot of these women is down bad, and you know, here it is. You dealing with demons, man. Satan is on these women right hand. Their strength is wickedness. You know. And with balance, you do have the elect lady that's repenting. You know, she doing her thing. The Lord gonna give you a man. But we're talking about the wicked women.
But you always got to discern, even with like the righteous ones and shit, when the Most High is visiting you. You see what I'm saying? Because He chastises sons. Yeah. And sometimes if He can't get you all the way, because you righteous all the other times, you know what I'm saying? There's got to be a way I can get to Him. And sometimes they put it on them. Yeah. I've seen it. And sometimes you see this got to be coming from somewhere.
This is Matthew 6 and 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. And therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? So like the brother's saying, man, the spirit, focusing on, Yahweh Shai, and pleasing Him through the spirit, man. Your eye gotta be single. You deal with a woman, she cool, whatever. It's best, like the brother says, it's best to just have a woman that you just don't. That's what works best. Yeah. You're not. Hey, come on. Let me break down Deuteronomy.
A brother doing a lesson, whatever. All of a sudden you hear a woman in the background. You got a comment from.
Still, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt. Your deeds are not breaking down. Still, and that's one thing too that I noticed. With us doing the job that we're doing, we're laying up treasures in heaven. These women don't understand that. You can tell. See, when we go out, why you go out? They ask that, but it's really for their benefit. In all actuality, it's going to trickle down to you if the Lord sees her fit to be saved by you. But they don't know that we out here really doing what's going to benefit for salvation. Why? Because the main one that are non-believers are women. Like the apostle always brings out, the word feminine means a lack of faith. Yep. Fee, what is it? Fee means lack, and I think minus.
Fed means faith.
Fed is fidel. And then
Fee means faith. Minus faith.
Minus faith, man. And it says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
So if your treasure is women, that's where your heart gonna be at.
Mine,
That's like the first priority.
That's the prize too.
The first priority is putting these women. Catering to a woman, conforming your ways to a woman, which in effect would emasculate you.
And like they, one of the talking points in the manosphere, they say, women, they always change the goalposts.
Yeah, they do.
So here it is, you done ran to this goalpost, thinking you achieved it, you scored. She moves it 100 more yards down. Oh yeah, you got me in that car last year, but I don't want that one no more. Everybody has that one. I want the Mercedes Benz now. Goalposts changed.
That's why when women conform themselves to us, it's not hard because all we asking you is to be obedient, cook the food, wash the clothes. That's it. We don't have no goalposts.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I should set already.
Yeah, set already. That's all you gotta do, and just obey what I say. They don't got. They don't gotta go out and teach like we got the hard part.
I imagine
you want to just after brother go to camp, you want to just go home, have a cool cooked meal.
I think there's something going on. Helicopters.
And then
that's what I'm looking at.
Then after, brothers always speak about it. This after camp, you want to sit down, relax, and recharge your batteries because this takes a lot, man, out of your spirit. You don't want to, you get home and she, can you run to the store?
Yeah.
Can we go? Man, hell no, man. You just want to relax, man.
You be mad like, damn, dinner should already been ready already.
Right.
You mind barbecuing when you get back?
Your feet tired, you know, standing up all day.
Well, that's why in this time to come, man, we gonna be the prize, man. These women gonna see that. They gon' like it says in, let me actually get it for you real quick. Let us wear our own apparel. Let us be called by your name. Isaiah 4. Isaiah chapter 4. Verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
This one man, this represents the elect man of the Lord. Right. That one woman.
It says,
That woman represents completion.
yep. It says, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
And so they gonna they get order.
Only let us be called by thy name.
How is a woman called by your name with the act of sex? Yeah, this is marriage.
Sex come first, then marriage.
It says,
He knew her.
Yeah, right.
to take away our reproach.
Because they're gonna be in a precocious state because they're gonna be on the run too. Because men gonna be heading after these women. A lot of men gonna be heading these women or have these women as decoys to lure in men to get what they want. So they're gonna be on the run from bad hunts and stuff too.
Other women gonna be trying to get more women for her lord. You know, you get caught up in a little steam. So, yeah, don't get caught up with these women. And, you know, just a word of advice, if you do get a woman, make sure she likes you more than you like her. You know, that's your 4s, your 5s, your 3s, your 4s, your 5s. You deal with them.
Plain Jane.
But it only lasts for so long. Only lasts for so long. Once she get used to the program and get used to you, she'll be looking for somebody else she's madly crazed over.
That's why the Spirit was saying earlier, always be a mystery, man.
Yeah.
Like the scripture said, never let your left hand know what your right hand's gonna do, because when you remain a mystery, when they can't figure you out, you know, that incites them never to get bored.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. I don't know what he's thinking. They'll go crazy over that shit, man.
It's gonna be unpredictable.
Yeah.
When you go into the store, you know, and where you going? Look,
Be back.
I'll be back. Don't worry about it.
But you gotta, that type of energy, you gotta establish that from the gate. Ain't no, I'm all of a sudden like this.
Yeah, right.
You gotta be like that from when you talk to her, so it ain't nothing new.
Right.
I'm doing something. What you do today? I did this and I did that. And I mean, you know, sometimes you may open up, but, you know, be cautious when opening up.
Right. They all open up fully with us.
You know?
Right.
Especially on them.
That's why I said, boy, I should never enter the congregation of the Lord.
Washing pots.
Yeah.
Certain.
Yeah. So with that, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us his truth. And Lord willing, we out here next week. Shalom to the elect. Wow, Bob, I can stay strong.